And a look behind the curtain here. Final preparation. Let's take a look at our starters for Portland. We've got Robert Covington, Damian Lillard out there with Norman Powell. Then it's Jones. And it's Nurkic in at the 5 down low. And for the Nuggets, Cole is out there with Jokic. Then it's Will Barton. Then there's Murray. And it's Porter in at the 3 spot. Now here's Powell. Not many teams have the personnel, Greg, to work the ball through the post, but that's what we're going to see plenty of tonight. These two teams can do it.
No doubt, Kevin. It can really add a dimension to your offense, and it creates different rotations defensively, especially when you've got someone down low that's going to demand a double team. And so I'm interested to see, in essence, some old school basketball in terms of how teams rotate out of that post.
I am too.
Nurkic getting more and more comfortable at finding the open men on this team.
Now the pass to Jokic. We're about 1 minute into the first. Back to Murray. Nurkic with the steal. Fast break. Here come the Trailblazers. Covington kicks to Nurkic. Back to Lillard. That shot off, and it's Denver the other way. Now Porter, and it's rebounded by Covington. Porter against Lillard. Pass to Nurkic. Lillard scanning the floor. Shot clock at 6.
That's tremendous vision on the part of Lillard, just trying to lead the team right now from the point.
And one thing that I don't think Dame Lillard gets enough recognition for, he's an absolutely fantastic leader for this team. The exact kind of captain you would want.
Dame Lillard doesn't do anything with regards to making excuses for some of the reasons why the team may come up short. All he's concerned with is how can we get better. That's the kind of leader you can get behind.
Here's Murray following the score by Damian Lillard. Down low, Nurkic with the steal. Lillard with it, now defended by Jokic. And so they choose to intentionally foul.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Denver with a platoon swap here on the floor. Now here's Lillard. Jones, no one around him. Rebounded by McGee.
And I'm not sure that is a shot that he should be taking.
No, he should know better. He knows that's not his game, which is why we don't see him take that shot often.
Now here's Jones. Following the miss by Austin Rivers. Covington wide open. He fires. Hits it from 3-point range.
Displaying intensity right off the opening tip, especially on the offensive end.
Yeah, if you walked in at any point during this game to watch 5 minutes of play, one team played harder. We know who that was.
Here's Lillard following the basket by Paul Millsap. Nurkic the pass to Covington. Jones against Millsap. The 19-foot shot. Rebound by the Nuggets.
The shooting numbers just aren't there yet in the quarter.
Powell with the steal. Off they go on a 3-on-1 break. Jones from outside. And again, it's the Trailblazers from deep.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Rivers kicks to Gordon. And Jones pulls it down, and the foul called on Paul Millsap. That's his first foul. So Portland ends up going with the new group. And here are the Trailblazers. They've got a 13-2 run going. Simons, the pass to McCollum. Out to Anthony. Back to McCollum. Over Rivers. 5 to shoot. The offensive rebound. The Nuggets trail by 11. And finished off by Rivers.
On the attack, 6'4", good verts. Rivers can produce at the rim.
Simons surveying the D. A three from McCollum. The Trailblazers rebound. Giles the pass to Simons. Here's Giles. Back to Anthony. Trying to find Canner. Gets it to him. Tries again.
Well, there's a poison apple scenario there. Cantor with a polished up fake. If you bite, you lose.
First trip to the line for him here. First one falls for him. And good on the second, so he makes them both. For Denver, they've gone 2 of 6 from the field. Morris outside. Pass to McGee. And it's McGee with the jam.
Oh, that's a major league throwdown.
Keeps a tight grip on that rim, too, after the finish. And so it's Portland in control with a 9-point lead to end the quarter. Looking good at this point, but wanting more. Don't go anywhere. We recently checked in with Jamal Murray, who discussed the team.
The mentality of how we play, how we move.
Greg, sounds like something a coach would say.
It's probably something his coach has said time and time again, but Murray's really matured into a reliable, sometimes spectacular performer for this team.
And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And looking at what we've seen so far from the Trailblazers guys, what do you think?
Throughout that first, they just were aggressive on the defensive end, showing active hands.
You know, they really made a lot of good quality reads down there. Took some chances, but feeling more calculated than risky.
Here are the 5 Portland has to start the second quarter. Anthony out there with Giles. Then it's Enes Kanter. Then there's C.J. McCollum. And it's Simons in at the point. Morris looking over the floor. And it's blocked. Outside for Millsap. Pass to Rivers. And again, Denver no good. And Aaron Gordon gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game. Trailblazers leading by 11. McCollum outside. Outside Anthony. Lets it go from deep. No good. And Denver the other way now.
And McCollum has done a lot to improve his impact on the defensive end. Very active with his hands and how he challenges shots.
Well, the blocks numbers last year jumped up a bit. That's kind of a nice indicator of what you're talking about, GA. And he just doesn't get tired. And if he can give some more on the defensive end like he's shown, it's going to help out the team.
Denver with a platoon swap here on the floor. McCollum finds Canner. Outside Anthony. And it's a defensive 3-second violation. You know, Greg, we know there's some power finishers in the NBA like Giannis Antetokounmpo, but he complains a lot that he needs to sell contact rather than muscle through it. How do you evaluate those kind of power finishers in the game?
Well, I mean, there's still power will always play a role, especially when you can add in quickness and athleticism. And I think you start right there with Giannis. I mean, he's kind of epitomizes that. LeBron obviously is still in that category, and a guy like Kawhi Leonard, he can send you into the stanchion when he gets going downhill as well.
McCollum passes to Simons. Back to McCollum, takes a 3. Offensive rebound.
Okay, and he has not made one shot in this one. Has to be on his mind every time he's pulling up.
Anthony with the block.
How about Melo rising up quick to that one there? Nice shot block.
Giles the pass to Simons. McCollum outside. Here's Giles. Portland again missing.
He may not be the strongest inside presence in the league, but still, he's got to convert from there.
Here's Bol over Giles. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
And the size Ball has poses problems for any defense, especially when he's trying his best to be aggressive scoring.
Trailblazers leading by 6. Now about 3 minutes gone in this second quarter of basketball. Here's Powell. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
Now that play never gets old. The pick and roll will still be an offensive staple 100 years from now. Trust me.
The pass to Porter. Powell with the steal. Portland's gone 0 of 2 from deep here in the second. From deep. Denver grabs the miss. Bulls got his 5th rebound in this one. Jokic kicks to Porter. And out of bounds as the Trailblazers gain possession.
Looked like a simple play and turned into a turnover. Can't give away possessions like that.
Lillard, the pass to Powell. Back to Lillard. 1:16 left in the first half. Jones finds Powell. 6 to shoot. Now here's Nurkic to the middle. Over Murray. Covington passes to Powell. Good ball movement here by the Trailblazers. He gets that one.
Nice shot selection there. Nurkic finding a shooting window and making that one count.
There's 49 seconds left to play here in the half. Here's Murray, and it's Murray with the jam.
Gives the team such a great element, having a one guard who can get to the 10.
Certainly something every team wants to have.
Like to see that assertiveness, especially from the guy who's going to orchestrate your offense.
And there's the whistle. Illegal screen.
When a pick like that is questionable and creates that much of an advantage for the offense, you have to blow the whistle.
Yeah, a quick little lean like that is going to get the ref's attention. Foul call.
There's 21 seconds left in the second quarter. Score the basket, his second of 2 attempts.
Well, if Murray gets his slashing game together like that, that's a good sign for his offense. Love how confident he is.
Lillard outside. Back to Nurkic. And so that's the end of the first half. Trailblazers lead by 6. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge. Thanks so much, David, and we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out here for
the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Greetings to, and no doubt that C.J. McCollum's a great player all the time. But Shaq, and that'll do it.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. Jokic is out there at Bull. Then there's Murray. Then it's Porter. And it's Barton in at the 2 spot. That's the group for Mike Malone getting going here in the second half.
That is one athletic young player. Murray making those dunks look easy.
Lillard, bounce pass. Jokic against Nurkic. And stolen by Bull. And here's the fast break. Jokic leading the way. He feeds it to Bull. The kick out to Barton. That 3 off the mark. And so it's Covington who brings up the ball for the Portland Trailblazers. And there's the foul on the... And yep, we thought we might see it. And the coach's challenge has been triggered on the personal foul call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And, guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Meeting the defense with a tenacious will to score. Murray giving you that effort. Think about the 40th pick back in 2012. Will Barton languished on the bench in Portland for his first 2 seasons, actually 2.5. And then that trade to Denver, boy, that jump-started everything.
Nurkic finds Jones. Kicks it out to Lillard. And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Right.
That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
And that was a great replay we just saw of our Mobile One block.
Every basket's a big one in a tight game, and he is not about to give up an easy look.
The Nuggets trail. Morris passes to Rivers. And we're just about 2 minutes into the second half now. Lillard comes with the double team. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And play stops. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen.
And you can tolerate gaffes like that sometimes, but in a close game, man, I tell you what, that really hurts.
And with the Nuggets, Barton becoming an immediate contributor. And Brent, in recent seasons, their starter at the small forward.
Yeah, he's an interesting player. He's a slender and slightly built player, but excellent at getting out there and rebounding, a tremendous runner at the wing position to play in transition. And that wingspan certainly helps out on a lot of plays, both offensively and defensively.
Here's Millsap, and it's slammed in by Millsap.
Well, at 6'8", Millsap is still a threat to get up in the air and get those down.
Here's Simons. No points in the game yet for him. Inside. And, yep, that's going to be a flagrant foul. Unnecessary contact.
Boy, a very hard foul that time, and the officials had to slap him with the flagrant. I mean, you can't let him get away with that kind of contact.
Yeah, gee, that's an easy call for the officials to make when there's that much contact. The league is really cracking down on those sort of plays. Greg, I think of you in a New York Knicks uniform, legendary arena you played in. What was that experience like?
Kevin, intense. I remember the first time I suited up in a preseason game. We played the Dallas Mavericks. Both teams went up and down the court 3 times and nobody scored, and the fans started booing. And that's when I knew this is a little bit different. You better bring your A game.
And thicker skin, correct?
That too, yeah. Fortunately, there was no social media or internet back then. Goodness gracious.
Simons, the pass to McCollum. Uncovered. It's hauled in by the Nuggets. Third quarter action, and just under 3.5 minutes have gone. Here's Rivers. Here's Gordon. Misses off the left iron. Trailblazers leading by 7. Giles, the pass to Simons. McCollum with the ball, and it's Gordon picking him up. Here's Simons. No good with the triple. For Denver, they've gone 3 of 6 in the third quarter, 50% from the field. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. The Nuggets have had 2 chances at the line already, making them both. That's good from McGee. Jamal Murray, he's checked in for the Nuggets. Both free throws good from McGee.
Well, you can't help but think of the dunk contest robbery with Aaron Gordon. Didn't receive max points on some of his dunks that clearly deserved it. Said he's done with the event after the last go. And I can't say I blame him.
McCollum kicks to Giles. Again, the miss by the Trailblazers.
The defense better tighten up on the mid-range. They're much, much tighter. You expect him to make every single one of those.
And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by McGee. Trailblazers leading by 5. 41 seconds left in the third. A nice shot by Simons.
And not quite as aggressive from outside as they were in the first half. Sticking to the high percentage shots, playing smart with the lead.
Murray, the pass to McGee. Outside Gordon. Good ball movement here by the Nuggets. Stolen by Cantor. Pass to Giles. A second chance effort, and it's blocked by Gordon.
No, I wouldn't test Gordon. With that vertical and length, please try someone else.
He got it up. No good on the last second attempt there. And so it's the Portland Trail Blazers bringing the quarter to a close with us. And now let's go back to a play from earlier as we show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And the winner today, the big fella here with the sweetest of dimes. What a plus it is to have a post player who's got this ability to find.
You know, anytime a guy's in the post and the teammates know he's unselfish, great player movement can create an opportunity just like that.
Fourth quarter of action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. Okay, now let's reset our lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for this fourth quarter. On the court for the Trailblazers, they've got McCollum. Giles is out there with Ennis Cantor. Then it's Anthony, and it's Simons in at the point guard position. Here's Porter, and foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. It goes on C.J. McCollum.
There's been a lot of talk about Michael Porter Jr. and the way that he plays and how athletic he is. How's he doing that on the vegan diet? For some, it works well.
Portland leading by 5. Lillard outside. He kicks it to Cantor, and Cantor throws it down.
And that's just all muscle there. Cantor is solid at fighting his way through whatever the D throws at him.
Morris passes to Jokic. Back to Morris. From outside, off the mark. And so it's Anthony bringing it up for the Portland Trailblazers. Here's Lillard. That one a little long.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
That's not going to make you a favorite target of your teammates. They'll think twice about feeding you if you're going to keep missing layups.
Anthony with the bucket.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Guys, they're looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
And looks like the illegal pick was set. Yep, that's right. That'll get their attention.
That's going to draw a whistle every time down the floor. Not even close to being a legal screen.
Yeah, everybody saw that one. That was pretty blatant there.
The Trailblazers making a switch here. Nurkic is checked in. Lillard against Morris. Lillard outside. Shot clock at 6. Pass to Nurkic. Over Jokic. Nurkic can't hit.
Not great numbers, but great effort in this one. Sounds funny, but I think he's been a positive for them.
Trailblazers leading by 10. McCollum up top, covered by Morris. It's Anthony with the drive. Releases. And Nurkic, the bucket on the assist by Anthony. And it's 6 points for Nurkic.
Great to see when Melo spots his open teammate. Good at noticing the overcommitment that time.
Jokic. And he can't stop the run as he misses.
We'll have a hard time shaking that one off. Perfect position, plenty of space. Just clanked it.
Here's Lillard. And it's Jokic with the rebound. Jokic has got his 4th rebound in this one. Finds the bottom of the bucket from 13 feet out.
Jokic being assertive now in the mid-range and has the touch to bury that kind of shot.
Morris against Lillard. And he uses the glass on the layup. Lillard's got the lead up to 12 now for the Trailblazers.
And haven't we seen that a few times today, guys? I mean, their defense has got to have a little bit more toughness about it.
Barton outside. Jokic, no good. Portland leading by 12. Anthony taking his time here. Passes it to McCollum. Puts it up from 12. And Bull pulls it down. Bull's got rebound number 8 now on the night. Porter, and finished off by Porter.
Well, Barton had a good feel about what was happening defensively, and his teammate was wide open.
Portland's gotten a lot of looks from outside tonight, 5 of 12.
And at this point, just sort of running through the paces, as it appears it'll be a nice win here for the Trailblazers.
The sheer volume of three-pointers was the deciding factor tonight, it seemed.
Yeah, they sink one and then do it again, and that strategy did work.
And you know, guys, what a nice performance it was for Yusuf Nurkic.
Yeah, it felt like there was more than one of him out there tonight. He was involved on every possession, and he made his presence felt in so many ways.
Floats it up for Jokic.
Trust me, Jokic feels very comfortable from that range there. His offensive IQ off the charts.
Lillard outside. Outside Anthony. McCollum dishes to Carmelo. Kicks it out to Covington. McCollum with the ball. Now guarded by Barton. And it's Lillard missing. He lobs up the alley-oop pass. And Barton throws it down.
How about the lift there from Barton? Knows when to hold him and knows when to fold him.
Lillard outside. McCollum fires from way outside. It's good.
But the truth is they've had control.
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that's going to do it tonight. They've got Ivica Zubac, Patrick Beverly out there with Paul George. Then it's Marcus Morris, and it's Leonard in at the 3. And for the Nuggets, they've got Jamal Murray. Jokic is out there with Bol. Then it's Porter, and it's Barton in at the shooting guard position. And Beverly kicks to Leonard. Oh, and the jam by Leonard.
Well, we know Leonard's an elite two-way machine, but there he shows us the artistry.
And Smitty, with LeBron getting into his late 30s, KD coming off the Achilles, for your money, is Kawhi Leonard the best player in the world?
Great question. I know one player, the Greek Freak, might have something to say about that. No less than Michael Jordan himself called Kawhi the best two-way player in the game. That's a very strong endorsement from MJ.
And there's Morris. That's good on the assist by George.
And I like the different looks that Morris can give you, inside, outside, and in transition.
Murray against Beverly. Jokic. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Yeah, good job to take it right at the D.
This is his first trip to the line tonight.
A nightly double-double threat. Jokic is also an exceptional playmaker for a guy that size.
When your bigs can make free throws, it's a huge advantage. Love his approach to getting to the line.
And George with the stuff.
And once he gets clear off the screen, there is no stopping him.
No, not when there's a flush waiting to happen.
That's a big-time move and a big-time finish.
Barton passes to Jokic. Second chance shot. Bull, that's good.
The towering presence that is Bull. Good at staying active and going after those offensive rebounds.
And Beverly kicks to Morris. There's the pass to George. To the paint. Here's Zubac. The shot's good on the assist by George.
A lot of enthusiasm to the start of this game. So far, a perfect 4 for 4.
Murray the pass to Porter. Down low. Bull, that's good. Bull's got his second basket of the night.
And not just a scorer, but a distributor as well. Porter's court awareness is really impressive.
Leonard looking over the floor. Pass to Zubac from the arc. Morris with the ball. Now guarded by Porter. A three from Leonard. Drops in the tray. Leonard's got 5. Greg, who are your favorite players to watch in the NBA?
Boy, that's a tough one. You know, you gotta like the guys that have changed the game in some regards, right? Steph, KD, and Giannis. Those are 3 guys that are just doing things that don't seem normal.
True.
Then others who remind you of past greatness. You know, Jason Tatum with Kobe, or maybe an Anthony Davis with Hakeem. And those are guys that I love. And then the other guy, listen, LeBron James. I could watch him play basketball every day. You know, to do what he's done at this stage of his career, I just think it's incredible. And I think our game is in great shape.
Agree on all counts.
Exploding to the rim, Luke Kennard slams it in. His offensive energy is a difference maker.
Morris, no good. Clippers leading by 3. Here's man. There's Jackson with the 3. It's hauled in by Gordon. Morris inside. Jackson on him. Rivers dishes to Morris. Millsap kicks to Gordon. And here's Morris for 3. Out of bounds. The Clippers take possession. .111 left to play in the first quarter. Jackson against Morris. And the basket by Jackson.
This is what you get from Reggie Jackson now. Powering through contact and has the focus to complete the play.
Rivers passes to Millsap. Back to Rivers. Gordon inside. And then Gordon with the dunk.
A little undersized at the 4, but he can get off the ground.
Jackson against Morris. McGee with the block. And now here comes Gordon leading the break. And it's Gordon finishing it off.
An extremely well-conditioned athlete. Gordon is an effective option on fast breaks.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. And here's Kennard. And he goes up strong with one hand and flushes it down.
And a hard finish there, guys.
Yeah, and only one hand needed for that one. Morris against Jackson. Gordon kicks to Rivers. Left side, Gordon. Here's McGee. The layup off target. And a good game so far as we conclude the first quarter. Clippers lead by 3. Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. And guys, what's your take on the Clippers so far?
Hey, why take jump shots when you can get your points at the rim?
Especially at the start. You want to get something positive going and establish your rhythm.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter of play. And the Clippers, looking at who they've got. Batum is out there with Ibaka. Then there's Reggie Jackson. Then it's Luke Kennard. And it's man in at the small forward. And so it's Morris with it. He'll bring it up for the Denver Nuggets. They trail by 1.
Austin Rivers, the son of a famed player and basketball coach Doc, making an impact in this league with his overall play.
Denver shooting their third and fourth free throw attempts of the game.
And at the line last season, about 78% as a team. Pretty solid numbers.
Kennard with the ball. Outside Jackson. And he's fouled pretty hard. And folks, the coach's challenge has been initiated for a personal foul. Close game like this, and he thought it wasn't a good call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
And pushing it up, here's the Clippers. Kennard for 3. That one misses. And the Nuggets going the other way. Here's McGee. Great D that time from Batum.
Even though he missed it, this is the exact play your offense is designed to produce.
And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by McGee. Denver with a platoon swap here on the floor. Second quarter of action, about a minute and a half played. Murray against Jackson. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Love the determination he showed there, getting himself into good position under the glass.
With the presence of mind to know just where the rebound was going to come down. Well timed. And another miss by Denver. Jokic. 2 free throws come. And here we go with the coach's challenge. Not surprised in a competitive game like this. And he's disputing the personal foul call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving at, and how fast the action really is, and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
To the middle, and there's the defensive 3-second call. Greg, is a broadcaster, who have been some of your favorite personalities to cover?
Man, that's a great question. You know, most of the stars, I'm a big fan of Durant and Steph and LeBron and those guys. Chris Paul's another one that's a favorite. So many other guys, you know, there's so much more personality and so much more confidence these guys have working in front of the camera. I think that just makes for a better experience.
Somebody asked me the other day, who was my favorite? You know who I said?
Who was that?
Greg Anthony.
Oh, you're just saying that because it's true.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Jackson looking it over. Batum inside the three-point line. And Ibaka is right there. Ibaka's got the lead up to 6 now for Los Angeles.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Passes it to Bull. Shoots over Batum. Off the left rim and out.
And I'm sure next time he sits down, coach is going to have a few choice words for him with that shot selection.
And you know what? He knows it. You have to try to play within the system or you're going to come away with empty possessions.
Yeah, I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones. And it's Murray with the jam.
And the amazing athleticism of Murray just taking off towards the rim for the jam.
And he's going to get whistled for that foul, G. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
Denver with a platoon swap here on the floor. And now Millsap pushing it up. No one back to stop him. Morris with the block.
And a rare block shot from Morris. Anticipates the move and just times it out perfectly.
And Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
Any chance you get, you want to put yourself in a position to succeed, and that's what he did there.
Great job of reading the floor, got to the rim, and made a play.
Floats it up for Millsap. It's stolen by Morris. 1 second separating the shot clock and game clock. Takes it out to Leonard. Back to Morris. A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. Here's Rivers. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. The Nuggets shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game. He hits the second from the line. Just 4 seconds left now here in the second. Here's George. And the last second attempt doesn't fall. And so it's Los Angeles, bringing the quarter to a close with a 7.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everyone. And for the Clippers, the wing tandem of Kawhi Leonard and Paul George. And
And we've got third quarter of basketball for you. 2 quarters in the books. You have to like what we're seeing so far from Kawhi Leonard.
Yeah, it's been a great performance from him, really staying focused on quality shots.
And many of those quality shots have been jumpers. A very high percentage of those in the first half.
They've got Porter. Cole is out there with Jokic. Then there's Jamal Murray. And it's Barton in at the 2-guard spot. That's the group on the floor for Denver. Morris, no good. The Nuggets trail by 7. Always going up for the alley-oop here. Off his foot. And the refs whistling a kick ball. And Los Angeles guys shooting around 60% on the night. Amazing work offensively so far. Zubats against Jokic. Here's George. Barton with some nice D. The Nuggets shooting 43% from the field.
The homecoming for Paul George, playing in L.A. with the Clippers. They gave up a king's ransom to OKC. 5 first-round picks and Danilo Gallinari and Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
Nobody near George. And again, it's the Clippers missing.
Starting the half with 3 straight misses. Not how they envisioned this one.
And guys, the Clippers were willing to give almost anything for PG because they basically got Kawhi Leonard in the deal as well.
And let's remember, GA, he could have been a Laker. They would have had to trade away the 2nd pick in the 2017 draft, that or Brandon Ingram. Their loss became the Clippers' game.
George looking around. And it's George finishing it off.
And it's really hard to knock George off his balance. He's just so long and strong. Nice take there.
Here's Murray, and it's Murray with the jam.
Big hops from the backcourt.
Oh, absolutely. And maybe just what they need to get this game, GA, going in their direction.
It's a tight contest. Those type of plays can fire up your team and swing momentum.
Oh, he just punches that one down with a fury.
He rubs it in a little deeper with the hanging finish. Up again. It's good on the putback. Bulls got his third basket of the night.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
And he's going to get whistled for that foul, GA. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
Catching up on the changes for Denver. JaVale McGee's checked in for Bull. Gordon comes in for Michael Porter. Rivers, he's checked in for Barton. And Monte Morris subbed in for Jamal Murray. From deep, George. Denver grabs the miss.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Los Angeles leading by 4. Morris with the ball. Now defended by Jokic. Morris passes to Zubac. Outside Leonard. From outside the arc. And the Clippers miss again. And it's Gordon with the ball. He brings it up for Denver. And Jokic slams it in.
The sneaky athleticism of Jokic, reminding everyone that he's capable of hammering it down on those alley-oops. Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
The Nuggets making a switch here. Millsap's checked in. Jackson against Morris. Jackson passes to Batum. It's good. The assist this time from Jackson. Batum's got 5 points so far.
Good vision, good decision by Reggie. Pushing for a better shot, finds an open man.
Here's Millsap, and Millsap slams it in.
Go into the rack with energy, and the D afraid to cut him off.
Yeah, gotta chalk that one up to some shaky defending.
In a close game like this, everything has to be challenged, and everything has to be earned.
Man passes to Ibaka. Now here's Jackson. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points, so 1 free throw coming up.
The strength and body control of Reggie Jackson gives him an edge against physical defense, potential and one.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
And last season's numbers show him at about an 83% clip, which is far better than most.
Now, here is Morris. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. And there's the 3-second call, this one on the defense. And this is his first trip to the line tonight. And so he hits the technical free throw. Here's Morris. 1:07 left in the third quarter. And the rejection by Ibaka.
And that's how you do it. Ibaka still able to surprise people very quick off the floor.
Kennard for 3. Buries it from 3-point range. He's got 9.
How can you forget about him? I mean, he's not going to miss that open of a look.
43 seconds left to play in the third. Now Rivers. Clock at 6. Outside Millsap. And then Gordon with the dunk.
Out of nowhere, Gordon just soaring in there, and that athleticism carries him straight to the hoop.
Outside Jackson. And Kennard wide open. He shoots. That's good. And it's Jackson with the assist that time.
And that pick takes the D totally out of the equation.
Hey, if you're not going to fight over, you're essentially giving the shooter the look he wants.
Inside. Stolen.
You have got to be kidding.
Hey, talk about taking things into your own hands. Well, through 3 quarters of play, down double digits, it may be difficult to overcome. Los Angeles on top. They're up by 10. And And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And how about the big fella here showing us he's got some point guard skill here with the tremendous setup.
Let me tell you, when you can run offense through your bigs, you give the defense just another thing it has to try and take away.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this fourth and final quarter. And on the floor for the Clippers here in the fourth, Reggie Jackson out there with Luke Kennard. And it's Ibaka, then there's Batum, and it's Man in at the 3.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Morris, no good. Clippers leading by 12. And up the floor again, the Clippers running the floor.
Hard to keep up with Reggie when he gets out in space. And on top of that, an excellent finisher.
Morris against Jackson. Morris, no good.
And he has lost all confidence out there. Still not a single field goal made in the game.
And it's a completely new group for Los Angeles. And Los Angeles guys shooting a superb 63% from the field. And stolen by Bull. And pushing it up, here's Denver. Murray with the ball. And the dunk by Bull.
And the precise passing of Murray, really moving the ball well around the floor.
George passes to Leonard. And Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
And he gives that rim a good tug on the way down.
Oh, that's how you drive your point home right there. Pass to Porter. To the inside. Leonard with the steal. And here we go. Beverly heading to the hoop. Morris with the bucket.
Well, that's 3 of their last 5 baskets in transition.
The Nuggets trail by 16. Murray surveying the D. And the turnover again by Denver.
That's what happens when nothing goes your way. You start to lose focus, and it makes matters worse.
And so it's Morris with it. He'll bring it up for the Clippers. A great fourth quarter, just giving up 2 points. Beverly finds Zubats. Back to Beverly. Here's the 3. Zubats with it. Now defended by Jokic. And good that time.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
Wide open look here for Murray. The Nuggets with another miss. And here's Los Angeles. They've gone on a 10-2 run, not allowing much. Down low. Back to Leonard. Throws it up high. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. Trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. Fires the 3. Jokic crabs the miss.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
And the athleticism and size of Porter creates problems for the defense. Hard to guard without getting physical.
So he makes 1 of 2 as the second one misses. The deep 3 from George. It's hauled in by the Nuggets. 1:56 left here in the fourth quarter. Porter. And finished off by Porter.
And he's got a great balance of knowing when to slash inside. Porter needs to keep being this aggressive on the drive.
Outside Leonard. From 15 feet away, and he drops that one in. And the Clippers lead by 17.
They're in total command of this game with time starting to run out.
Reason why they've tightened up the vice grip a little more each time up the floor. We'll see if they can close this one out.
And Murray, here we go. Stolen by Beverly.
And this is what they wanted. I mean, to announce their presence in this matchup with authority. Very decisive. It can definitely be considered a statement win for the Clippers.
You know, a team can have a great shooting night without getting a lot of assists, but tonight they had both.
Yeah, and listen, you only get the assist if the guy you give it to makes the shot. So a lot of assists will up your field goal percentage, but this was a great team effort by everyone.
And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Reggie Jackson.
You know, he was flying around on both ends of the floor. Terrific energy and enthusiasm, and that rubbed off on his teammates. I thought he was a catalyst tonight.
Leonard the pass to George. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist.
Yeah, they sucked the energy out of this arena. Tremendous effort on the road.
And when you're on the road, you can't be tentative coming into a game like this. I thought their aggressive approach was the difference.
Jokic on the follow.
Such a savvy player. Love watching Jokic battle for positioning on the offensive glass.
Murray against Beverly. Morris right side. They double him with Jokic. 5 on the clock. Beverly feeling it out a bit. No good on the 3. So it's Los Angeles winning this one easily. David, thank you as always. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now.
Presentation of the NBA.
Welcome to 2K Sports. We have the K-Date.
Kevin, thank you.
Indeed. Something special, David. Thanks. Now a look at Dallas's starting lineup. Burke is out there with Doncic. Then there's Porzingis. Then there's Marjanovic. And it's Finney-Smith in at the 3 slot. And for the Nuggets, Jokic is out there at Bol. Then it's Will Barton. Then there's Murray. And it's Porter in at the small forward position. stripped away. And here we go. Burke heading to the hoop. Plays it in off the breakaway. Burke's got the first points up on the board for the Mavs.
And that's a terrific sequence at both ends there. There was the block shot, then the run out, and nice finish on the break.
That one falls. Deep benches tonight, Greg, on both sides. This seems to be a growing trend.
You know, teams are digging deeper than ever before, even getting into the two-way contracts that give you depth past your top 15 guys. One, you're trying to protect the investment in your big-ticket items, your franchise-caliber players, but you got to keep an eye on the future in terms of player development. That's another area where the league has really changed when you look at the makeup of these rosters.
Well said. And Doncic gets it to go.
Good job that time by Doncic to keep aware of the clock. Nice job getting the shot off there.
Murray against Doncic. The putback. Jokic on the follow.
You know, his positioning near the hoop, always to his advantage. Just a terrific job to tip that one back in.
Doncic outside. Good on the bucket.
Well, you know what? It's really rare to see young players like Doncic have such offensive creativity in their game. Deadly from the mid-range.
And drafted with the 41st pick back in 2014. How about this? Jokic, the definition of a sleeper pick. He was actually asleep when the Nuggets drafted him.
The story goes on that his brother called him up trying to congratulate him, and Nico hung up in his face. How about that? Didn't hear the news until the next morning.
And folks, the coach's challenge has been initiated for a personal foul. Close game like this, and he thought it wasn't a good call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving at. And how fast the action really is, and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review. There it is, guys. One of those effort plays that makes a big difference in the game.
And GA, it is definitely making a difference so far today.
Well, you know, if you're not going to take care of the defensive glass, it's going to be hard to come away with the win.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Denver with a platoon swap here on the floor. I'm glad we got to see the mobile one block once more. What a play.
And early in a game, these sorts of plays really can set the tone.
Doncic passes to Marjanovic. The three-pointer, no good. The Nuggets trail by 4. Here's Gordon. The shot, no good. There's a minute 40 left in the first quarter. Marjanovic kicks to Burke. Marjanovic controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
That makes it 10 of their last 12 coming from inside the paint.
Passes to McGee. Back to Morris. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down.
And a nice job here early of establishing an inside presence.
Doncic feeling it out. Out to Porzingis. There's the triple. Millsap with the steal. Rivers passes to Millsap. Here's McGee. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Hey, you know, guys, McGee has won back-to-back titles with the Warriors. You know, that's not too bad for a journeyman.
And a new group getting ready for Dallas. Cauley-Stein, he's checked in for Porzingis. Hardaway comes in for Dorian Finney-Smith. Richardson, he's checked in for Burke. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Doncic. Here's Richardson. And a slam dunk by Richardson.
Not much the defense could do there with Richardson bouncing like that.
35 seconds left here in the opening quarter. Hardaway with the steal. And again, Dallas running up the court in transition. And the basket is good.
Yeah, off to a strong start here early. 6 points off second chance buckets.
Marjanovic against Rivers. And it's McGee with the jam.
You know, all McGee needs, guys, is good positioning. Once he has that, dunking the ball is elementary.
Outside Hardaway. And then Hardaway with the dunk.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the two-hand slam.
Really piling on the lead with a dunk like that.
And the rejection by Cauley Stein. And so it's Dallas with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter of action so far. And taking a quick look here at the hustle stats for the Mavericks.
You know, they've done a great job of getting a hand up on shooters. Actually have gotten a lot of blocks as well, solidifying that defensive effort.
And another thing they've done right from the start is converting a lot of those second chance opportunities. Those can be hard to come by sometimes.
On the floor right now for the Mavericks, Cauley Stein is out there with Hardaway. Then there's Dwight Powell. Then there's Richardson. And it's Brunson in at point guard. Now here's Brunson. Pass to Powell. Richardson right side. Low block shot on the way. Good as the jump shot falls. Richardson's got the lead up to 6 now for the Mavs. And around a minute gone here in the second quarter. Morris into the lane. Lays it up off the glass. Dallas shooting impressively throughout at 62%. Richardson the pass to Brunson. It's hauled in by the Nuggets. And pushing it up. Here's Denver. Good ball movement here by the Nuggets. Near the three-point line, it's Gordon. Cauley Stein grabs the board. Dallas leading by 4.
And no doubt last season was a bit of a step backwards for Aaron Gordon. After that breakout 2019 season, his numbers just didn't hold up.
And, you know, Greg, the issue was his shooting. You know, Gordon had a tough time from distance, especially from three-point range. Some of that is maybe mechanic, but also shot selection a part of it. And I also thought he was a little more passive with the ball, maybe a little more indecisive. But, again, he's a young player, really young player, so I'm thinking it was probably just an off year for him, and he'll bounce back in good fashion.
Hardaway finds Powell. Richardson gets a wide open look. Off target from three-point range.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
Barton passes to Porter. Count the basket. Now just a 2-point Dallas lead.
Now you got to remember, Barton isn't just a scorer. This guy is also superb at finding open teammates.
Richardson attacking. Good. Richardson's got 4 points in the quarter. And Murray's got the ball here for Denver. Pass to Porter. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. Tim Hardaway picks one up.
And guys, if there's an X factor for this Nuggets team moving forward, it might be the young man, Michael Porter Jr. Talk about his potential. It could be as high as anybody on that roster.
Yeah, I concur with you there, Greg. I mean, you look at this kid, he's got a great shooting touch and really good scoring instincts that you don't see very often. Extremely gifted. They've brought him along slowly, which is the wise thing to do. And if he can come on and realize his potential, he could take him to another level for sure.
And it's a completely new group on the floor for the Mavericks. The Nuggets trail by 3. Murray outside. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Murray's got 6.
they should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
And when you make 5 in a row in close like that, it also takes pressure off your perimeter guys, too.
No one near Doncic as he lets it fly. And it's off from three-point range. Porter kicks to Bol. And finished off by Porter.
And at 7-2, Bol has incredible vision, including noticing when his teammates are open.
Bird, the pass to Porzingis. Marjanovic with it. Back to Porzingis. And here is Marjanovic. 6 points for him. Just 5 on the clock. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. .58 seconds left in the first half. The pass to Jokic. Inside. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
We've got 33 seconds left in the first half of the game. Bird dishes to Doncic to stop the run and misses it off the right side of the rim. The Nuggets leading by 3. It's Barton with the drive. Here's Jokic, the second effort, and a lot of contact on that one. And yep, we thought we might see it. And the coach's challenge has been triggered on the personal foul call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Ball's knocked loose. And some good action through the first 2 quarters as we...
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey again, everybody. Well, what can you say about superstar big man Nikola Jamal Murray? And that'll do.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. Without question, Jamal Murray displaying his skills today.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
You know what? It helped that they had a few guys with very hot hands on the perimeter, too.
Our second half of basketball and presented by Gatorade. Let's see who's all fueled up and on the floor to start the third. Taking a look at the Nuggets. They've got Nikola Jokic. Will Barton is out there with Jamal Murray. Then it's Michael Porter, and it's Bol in at the 4 spot.
Tell you what, if Murray's on your team, you got to feel comfortable when he's working the pick and roll. His shooting, speed, and passing all make him hard to guard.
Brunson the pass to Powell. Kicks it out to Richardson. Brunson with a clean look. Can't tie it up as that one's no good. Denver leading by 3. Here's Barton, and Barton throws it down.
Absolutely terrific in transition. When the floor opens up, Barton attacks and doesn't let up.
And if you're just joining us, we played over a minute here in the third. Brunson, good. Greg, we know the names of the superstars, but there are players that are just under that category who probably should get a little more recognition.
Hey, Kevin, that's a great point, and I'm going to toot my alma mater's horn a little bit. Christian Wood's a guy that kind of reminds me of that. He's kind of on the come up. How about Devontae Graham, the second rounder back in 2018, but he's showing to be an established young talent in this league, and there are many more guys like that, and they're going to have their opportunity to become household names.
And so it's Barton bringing it up for the Denver Nuggets. It's a three-point game. And Jokic gets it to go. The assist by Bull. Jokic has got 6 points.
Well, you got to do more than that to stop Jokic. I mean, this guy is a master at converting through tough defense.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Yeah, but that's no excuse for that kind of foul. I mean, that might be an explanation for it, but certainly doesn't justify it. And even then, it's just not a good play.
And Richardson drops them both.
Already a very confident player. Knocking down those free throws only fuels that.
Here's Rivers. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Gordon dishes to Millsap. Goes back up. Out to Morris. Pass to Rivers. The Nuggets moving the ball around. Just 5 to shoot. And stolen by Richardson. And it's the Mavericks on the break. Here's Brunson. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that. That's your only option.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, free throws are always better than a layup. So I'd agree with you there.
Dallas making a switch here. Marjanovic checked in for Dwight Powell. Porzingis is coming in for Willie Cauley-Stein. Dorian Finney-Smith's checked in for Tim Hardaway Jr. And Trey Burke subbed in for Josh Richardson. Here's McGee. Count the bucket. And he's got a free throw coming up as well.
Hey, there's a reason why he shoots such a high percentage, guys. I mean, he picks smart shots, high-quality shots, in close shots that he takes.
And the Mavericks making a change here. Doncic is checked in, and that one misses. Pass to Finney-Smith. Here's Porzingis. Can't hit that one. And Denver the other way now. Rivers with it. He's picked up by Doncic and finished off by Rivers.
Millsap doing a nice job there reading the defense and makes a nice slick pass to burn the opponent.
Doncic gets to Burke. Pass to Marjanovic. Back to Burke. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. It's on JaVale McGee. This is his first free throw of the game. Burke hits them both.
Yeah, I like that they haven't lost their aggressiveness here in the second, despite being down.
That's exactly when you need to be aggressive. You know that. I mean, another good job, though, of drawing contact and getting to the free throw line.
Millsap attacking. Out to Morris. Nice D from Porzingis. Mavericks trail by 4. Here's Finney-Smith. Rebound by the Nuggets. McGee's got rebound number 5 here tonight. And Millsap stabs it in.
And, you know, for a bigger guy, Millsap runs the break well. He does a nice job of getting into the lane in transition.
Here's Doncic. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
I remember when Doncic was first asked, who is your favorite player? And, boy, he did not hesitate. LeBron James.
Hey, Greg, for guys of his generation, that would be the answer for 80 to 90% of them, and with good reason. How about these quotes from Doncic? He said, if I dunk on LeBron, I can retire. But I like this one a little better. He said, LeBron can play in a lot of different positions. I can too. But for me to be like LeBron, I have to work much harder. That's a guy who knows his stuff.
Dallas, no good that time either.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing falling.
And, you know, you can sense his frustration. This is going to be a test of his resolve here.
Rivers passes to McGee. Doncic with the steal. Here's Porzingis. And it's Denver with the rebound.
Yeah, just a solid job on the backboard. They are really controlling the inside.
Well, they're working the glass, really battling in that area of the game, and that's helped them stake this lead.
And we've watched 3 so far in this one. The Nuggets on top. They're up by... And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. The Nuggets leading by 6. On the floor for Dallas starting the fourth quarter here. They've got Richardson. Cauley Stein is out there with Hardaway. Then there's Dwight Powell, and it's Brunson in at point. Morris with the ball. Out defended by Cauley Stein. Mavericks shooting reasonably well, 45%. Here's Richardson. Can't get it to fall. And so it's Morris with it. He'll bring it up for Denver. Oh, and he plucks it off the glass. Wow. Stolen by McGee. To the paint. Here's Millsap. Crafty move. Cauley Stein grabs the board. Mavericks trail by 6. Here's Hardaway. And it's Rivers with the rebound. The Nuggets have gone 0 of 3 to start the fourth quarter. Morris passes to Gordon. And the rejection by Cauley Stein. And it's the Mavericks on the break. Back to Brunson. Dallas moving it around. Powell trying to free himself up. Cauley Stein's shot is good.
Nice work inside by Cauley Stein. Great tools as a finisher.
Morris against Powell. Makes it off the glass. And the Nuggets lead by 6.
Another bucket down low. They've been the aggressors, taking the ball inside and attacking at the rim.
You're exactly right. It's been all good at one end, and let's be diplomatic and just say not so good at the other end.
Brunson kicks to Richardson. 6 on the shot clock. Brunson with it, and it's Gordon picking him up. They get it again. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
And Cauley Stein has drawn comparisons to Tyson Chandler due to his length and athleticism. It's important he continues to get better.
So both teams making some changes here. The Nuggets leading by 4. Here's Murray up on top. Guarded by Doncic. Murray the pass to Jokic. The putback, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. Porter's got the lead up to 6 now for Denver.
Always good to see the young fella Porter Jr. outwork the opposition on the glass that time.
Here's Doncic. Cauley Stein kicks to Finney-Smith. Doncic passes to Cauley Stein. And that's a foul called on Bol. That'll be his second foul of the game. Mavericks making a switch here. Porzingis is checked in. Here's Doncic. And the foul on Jamal Murray. That's foul number 2 for him. Dwight Powell's checked in for Marjanovic. A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth quarter. Back to Doncic. To the middle. Jokic with the steal. And here's the fast break. Porter leading the way. With the tip, great positioning on the putback. And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the Nuggets.
Their high-energy defensive effort has paid off for them, guys, with more than a few steals over the course of the ballgame.
Yeah, but they've also done a great job of playing in space, getting out in transition every opportunity.
Well, you know, it's clear that Doncic is very self-confident, knows he has what it takes to knock these shots down.
Now Murray. And it's Murray with the jam.
Puts the D in a tough spot when you have a point guard who can throw it down.
He really does, GA. He really does put pressure on him.
And, you know, guys, showing how dynamic a weapon he is for this offense, they feed off of that energy and ability to make plays. It gets them going.
Really well done there. Just confident and composed, never in a hurry.
Murray surveying the D. 1:14 left to play here in the fourth. And Jokic gets it to go. And the Nuggets lead by 8.
You know, it's evident that Jokic is comfortable operating close to the rim. He's outstanding with his shot selection.
And Doncic, here we go. That one drops for him. Doncic has got 4 points in the quarter.
no fear or hesitation in the eyes of Doncic. He loves the chance to take and make these big ones.
Tim Hardaway Jr.'s checked in for the Mavericks. Richardson comes in for Trey Burke. For Dallas, they've gone 4 of 7 from the field since the beginning of the fourth. Richardson dishes to Powell. Can't connect from short range.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on it.
Murray against Powell. Now here's Murray. He's covered closely. 4 on the clock. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. .29 seconds left in the fourth. The three for Doncic. Jokic grabs the miss. And so it's Jokic with the ball. He brings it up for the Nuggets. 6-point lead. Porter, no luck. And here's the fast break. Richardson leading the way. Hardaway passes to Powell. Now Porzingis lets the three fly. The shot will not fall. So we see Denver get the win here. They did. All right, David, great. He stays working and stays true. David, thank you. Now let's take a look at Denver's opening lineup. They've got Jamal Murray. Porter is out there with Bol. Then it's Will Barton, and it's Jokic in at the 5, down low. And for the Trailblazers, we've got Yusuf Nurkic, Damian Lillard out there with Norman Powell. Then it's Robert Covington, and it's Jones in at the 3, a small forward. It's good.
Evolving is his game over time. That's what's going on. I mean, look, this demonstrates growth. Nurkic looking willing to challenge himself with these shots.
Now here's Murray. Barton finds Jokic. Shoots it up. Powell pulls it in.
Oh, he's not going to miss that shot twice in a row. Trust me.
And the foul on Will Barton. That's his first foul. Now here's Lillard. Pass to Nurkic. Here's Powell. Here's Lillard. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
You got to love how clever Lillard is. I mean, he's exceptional at gutting the D apart with his dribbling moves.
Murray, the pass to Jokic. Back to Murray. And it's Murray with the jam.
Taking matters into his own hands.
Yeah, we didn't expect to see that kind of finish.
No, but his teammates love that kind of energy, fellas. I mean, dunks like this demonstrate leadership.
Portland with the ball. Denver getting their last shot to go. The shot by Lillard, wide open. Sinks the three-pointer. Lillard's got 5.
The star just keeps rising for Damian Lillard. Heck of a talent with tremendous range.
And so it's Murray with it. He brings it up for Denver. It's a 5-point game. Here's Jokic. Good, and the assist goes to Murray.
And you better hammer Jokic to get him off on his shot. The Serbian is a solid 7-footer and laser focused.
Now here's Powell. Now about 2 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Nurkic, and the layup's good off the glass.
That's what I'm talking about. That's a perfect 4-for-4 start for them. Now they're just getting all the shots they want.
On the wing, Porter. That's tipped and stolen by Lillard. And now Lillard running the floor all by himself. Powell finds Covington. Good ball movement here by the Trailblazers. Lillard misses.
Not a problem when that's your first miss of the game. Strong start.
Here's Barton. Murray for 3. And it's Portland with the rebound.
Well, he's got a great stroke. That one almost dropped.
Covington dishes to Nurkic. Lillard the pass to Covington. That shot missing. And Denver the other way now. Greg, who would you choose?
Oh, did you see that? Wow. We are going to remember that one for a while.
I know I will, Greg. That was special. That was really special. Now here's Powell. 1:41 left to play in the first quarter. Nurkic trying to get open. Lillard with the bucket. Lillard's got 7.
The consistency of Lillard with his consistent probing on the defense, he's become Mr. Reliable at a very young age.
Here's Murray. Passes it to Jokic. The tray. Up again. And Porter putting it right back in.
I love his work ethic, not to mention his hands. You need both to convert those tip-ins.
Lillard against Murray. And he commits the intentional foul.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Denver with a platoon swap here on the floor. Lillard against Morris. Inside. Nobody near Nurkic. Rebounded by McGee. The Nuggets trail by 3. Here's Rivers. And then Rivers with the dunk.
Sometimes you forget about Rivers' athleticism. He's terrific at using it to slam it home.
And Lillard kicks to Powell. Nurkic dishes to Powell. Lillard outside. Back to Powell. Just 4 to shoot. The Trailblazers need to get off a shot. And Damian Lillard with the bucket on the assist from Covington. 10 points for him.
Boy, has he put his foot on the pedal here this quarter. He's doing a terrific job in terms of leading their offense.
Morris kicks to McGee. And the pass to Gordon. Lob pass to Gordon. Hammers the alley-oop through.
out of nowhere. Gordon just soaring in there, and that athleticism carries him straight to the hoop.
And that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. And so it's Damian Lillard. When Damian Lillard's in the flow, there is no stopping him.
I think in the past, anytime
Greg, this is why they say there's no substitute for experience.
And I agree. And you know, sometimes guys need to learn to be more selfish at times. You also learn, if it ain't broke, keep going with it. Ride the hot hand.
And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. And taking a look at the Trail Blazers' performance here, boys, what do you think they're doing or not doing?
Just a terrific first quarter, sparked really by their unselfishness.
Oh, yeah. Love the ball movement so far. Everything clicking at the offensive end.
So out there for the Nuggets right now. Rivers out there with Morris. And there's Gordon. And there's JaVale McGee. And it's Millsap in at the power forward position. Now here's Gordon. Plays it up and banks it in. Gordon's got the lead up to 2 now for the Nuggets.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Pass to Cantor. Here's Simons. Back to McCollum. McGee with the block.
Oh, this is McGee's role. He's out here to defend and to stifle shooters whenever he can.
An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg? I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
Now here is McGee, still looking for his first bucket in this one. Gordon, the pass to McGee. Yep, that one goes.
Just no resistance on the inside. That's their 5th consecutive make in the paint.
Trailblazers trail by 4. Pass to Simons. Feeds to Cantor. And it's McCollum in the corner. And the foul called on Paul Millsap. That is his first foul of the game. McCollum against Rivers. Rejected by McGee. And they'll keep possession. Cantor.
Well, how about the defensive instincts of McGee? I mean, it's so impressive. He's gifted at positioning himself and using his length to throw shooters off.
That one goes in. And now a 6-point Denver lead.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
Well, there are a few players in the league that can match McGee's athleticism. I mean, his whole career, he's been a class above with his speed and leap. He'll make the most of it on both ends of the court.
Here's Giles. The drive by Anthony. Banked in off the glass.
And love the muscle Anthony brings to the 3 spot. Takes pride in outworking everyone when he's that deep inside.
Now, here is Morris. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Gordon inside. Anthony on him. And he gets the basket. Officials, and it looks like, yep, it's a coach's challenge on the personal foul. That triggers a replay review by the official.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Here's Murray following the score by Damian Lillard. Murray with it. Now guarded by Nurkic. Murray, good.
The defense not putting up any fight on the inside. They've allowed 10 straight points in the paint.
Lillard outside. Bangs home the trifecta. Lillard's got 15.
All night long, Lillard has been taking over on the offensive end. I mean, adjusting to every defense they've thrown at him.
Murray, the pass to Porter. They get a hand on it. Passes it to Jokic. Shoots over Covington. And finished off by Porter.
Yeah, just phenomenal at using that vertical on the offensive boards. Porter just gifted at coming up with second and third chance opportunities.
Now here's Lillard. He's got 15. Back to Powell. Barton with some nice D.
Man, when the ball's in his hands, that's as high percentage as it gets. It's just a fluke miss.
Here's Porter, and he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
And this is a guy who just naturally draws fouls at a very high rate. That time, Porter takes him off the bounce.
And that's good as he hits both of his shots. Trailblazers trail by 7. Lillard outside. Nurkic finds Lillard. Poked away. That's going to be over and back. Not watching for the line that time. There's 25 seconds left in the first half of basketball. The pass to Jokic. Murray outside. Pass to Bull. Outside Porter. 5 to shoot. And finished off by Porter.
Whew. He is so quick off the ground. Porter just gives the defense very little time to react.
Here's Lillard. And the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him. Thanks so much, Dave, for the great interview. Don't go away, folks. We'll be back for the second.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back to 2. A pretty close game for the Nuggets throughout the first quarter. They were always within striking distance. Bad.
And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. Really an incredible game from Lillard.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
Yeah, slicing through the gaps in the defense. I mean, getting many of his buckets in the paint.
Third quarter action getting rolling right now. Brought to you by Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. Here's who's on the floor. On the floor for Portland. They've got Powell. Robert Covington out there with Derek Jones. Then it's Damian Lillard. And it's Nurkic in at the center filling out the middle. And Damian Lillard with the jam.
Can't give any lane to the basket. Once Lillard sees it, he jumps all over you.
The Nuggets leading by 7. Murray with it. Pass to Jokic. To the inside. And there's Porter on the assist by Jokic. Porter's got 10 points in the game. And Greg, you play with some big personalities. Talk about the best way to manage egos and conflicts in the locker room. That's a very interesting topic.
No doubt about it. You know, Kev, first thing you learn from middle school on, your team is your family. And let's face it, all families have spats, and so do teams. You just learn to never personalize those things. Never leave any stone unturned. Like, don't let things fester. When there are issues, you address them. And if you're not taking things personally, you tend to be able to work through whatever issues you may come in front of.
Good advice. The shot by Powell, no good.
Oh, he did everything right there except hit the shot.
And Porter, here we go. And finished off by Porter.
And he's got a great balance of knowing when to slash inside. Porter needs to keep being this aggressive on the drive.
Now here's Lillard. He's got 17. And Lillard gets double teamed. Powell, no one around him. Lillard, rebound by the Nuggets.
Might take them a little while to find their stride here in the second half. Only 1 for 4 so far. They just need to calm down, play their game.
And the Nuggets making a change here. Millsap's checked in. A tremendous mobile 1 block that we had to see again. Great send back.
And those are plays that get you in front and keep you in front.
Big group substitution here for Denver. JaVale McGee's checked in for Jokic. Aaron Gordon comes in for Bull. Rivers, he's checked in for Barton. And Monte Morris subbed in for Jamal Murray. Here's Gordon. After the basket by Yusuf Nurkic. Gordon kicks to Rivers. Morris against Lillard. Morris passes to Millsap. Shot clock at 6. Over Jones. That one rolling around and rims out. And so it's Covington who brings up the ball for Portland. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. Morris with the ball. Lillard picks him up. They get the rebound, and it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by McGee. So Portland ends up going with the new group. Trailblazers trail by 9. Right around 3 minutes into the second half. And that one, good.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
It's a lazy effort. Let's just be honest. Hoping the shooter misses, that doesn't constitute defense.
Morris dishes to McGee. Morris inside. He's covered by Cantor. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Nice work to get it inside and draw the contact.
And Morris drops them both. And there's a minute 45 left to play here in the third. Anthony kicks to McCullough. Passes to Simons. McCollum outside. To the paint. 5 on the clock. Rivers looking over the floor. Morris outside. 1:12 left here in the third quarter. Basket good. McGee's got the lead up to 11 now for the Nuggets.
You're right. That's just nice timing on the pick and roll. McGee right there where he needs to be at just the right moment to finish the playoff.
Simons, the pass to Anthony. McCollum outside. And he gets the bucket.
And so far going for more of an inside presence here in the second half, getting away from the three-point shot.
Rivers passes to Millsap. And it's slammed in by Millsap.
There is the unselfishness that coaches love so much. Rivers doing a great job getting it to the open man.
McCollum outside. Outside Anthony. The pass to Simons. Over Morris. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. Paul Millsap picks one up. Portland shooting their first free throws of the game. And he makes both free throws. 23 seconds left in the third quarter. And here is Morris. Taken away by Anthony. Here's Cantor. And he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. And so it's the Denver Nuggets in control with a 9-point lead to end the quarter. And let's take now this moment to bring up our State Farm assist of the game.
And, you know, you can always count on him for at least a couple of these pretty assists over the course of a game. And this one, a thing of beauty.
This is how you quarterback an offense. He sees and anticipates what the defense is doing.
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. And Denver will start the fourth quarter with Paul Millsap out there with Aaron Gordon. Then there's Monte Morris. And it's Rivers. And it's McGee in at the 5. And then Rivers with the dunk.
And running the break is about being opportunistic. Right there, Rivers doing just this and being rewarded for it.
Trailblazers trail by 11. McCollum outside. He keeps it alive, and Cantor able to finish. Cantor's got his first points in this one.
He's one of the best per-minute rebounders in the game. Cantor gets a lot of his points this way.
Gordon against Anthony. Rivers kicks to Gordon. Pass to Morris. 6 to shoot. Well, Nuggets need to get a shot off here. Millsap, great pass to set up the lay-in. And the Nuggets lead by 11.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Here's Simons, covered by Morris.
And all you got to do is look at the rebounding margin as to why they hold the lead.
Yeah, sure. I mean, when you take care of the backboard, you can limit teams to one shot.
Basket counts. Rivers has got 4 points in the quarter.
These buckets help Rivers get going. The defense can't allow him to get comfortable from there.
Outside Anthony. And a wide open look for McCollum. No good from outside.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
Gordon finds Millsap. Now Rivers. On the wing, Gordon. Back to Morris. Rivers dishes to Morris. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. Both teams will make substitutions. Here's Lillard. Fourth quarter of play, and we're about 2.5 minutes through it right now. And Damian Lillard with the jam.
And once Lillard hits the ground running, he's ready to throw it down. The D has got to step in front of him to prevent that.
Murray outside. Jokic on top. The dish to Bol. Back to Jokic. And Jokic throws it down.
And at 7-2, Bol has incredible vision, including noticing when his teammates are open.
And the officials will call the illegal screen right there.
That's going to draw a whistle every time down the floor. Not even close to being a legal screen.
And he knows it, too. He tried to get away with it. Sometimes you do. That time he did.
Pass to Bol. Murray surveying the D. Porter finds Murray. Just 5 on the clock. Down low, Nurkic with the steal. And now here comes Jones leading the break. And with that, the Denver lead is cut to just 11 points in the basket from Powell.
And his presence as a scorer, it just has a calming effect for the rest of the team. He's a fallback option whenever they need one.
Passes it to Barton. Good ball movement here by the Nuggets. Back to Jokic. This is to Porter. And finished off by Porter.
And he can time his passes so perfectly. Wow, what an assist.
Now Lillard. 1:07 left to play in the final quarter. There's the feed to Nurkic, and too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation.
Oh, costly error there. We'll see how they rebound from that miscue.
Man, when you're playing from behind, that's the last thing you want to do. Make matters worse.
And so only one team answered the bell tonight, guys. Not a monster blowout by any means, but still a double-digit victory for the Nuggets.
They enjoyed a big boost from the strong play of their bench.
The subs came in and did their job. Those points off the bench were key to their victory.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance from Michael Porter.
He was everywhere, defensively, offensively. The effort we saw from him tonight, I think, was the difference.
That's size winning out. I mean, he needed every single inch to haul in that rebound.
And again, Denver with the triple.
Saw the opportunity to put this away and did not turn it down.
That's the dagger. You could tell they wanted that one. I know that seals the deal.
Lillard with the bucket.
How about dueling from long range, just going at each other?
Well, it's a matter of pride and a matter of each side trying to seize control of this game right now.
Murray the pass to Bull. Now here's Murray. And so it's Denver taking care of business in this. A resounding. All right, David.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
And the player introductions are wrapped up. The start. Welcome, folks. Thanks for tuning in. Now let's take a look at the Nuggets opening lineup. Cole is out there with Jokic. Then it's Porter. Then there's Murray. And it's Barton into the shooting guard position. And for the Clippers, Marcus Morris is out there with Kawhi Leonard. Then it's Paul George. Then it's Ivica Zubac. And it's Beverly in at the 1 spot. Now here's Beverly. Pass to Leonard. Lets it go with a 3. Drains it from beyond the arc.
I don't think there's anything Leonard can't do on the basketball court. He can score inside, the mid-range, long range. He'll hurt you from absolutely anywhere.
Here's Barton. Jokic with it. Pass to Bowl. Back to Jokic. Jacks up a 3. And he's good on the 3 ball.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Well, that three-point shot just gives you so much room to operate on the offensive end.
Now, here's George. And it's George finishing it off.
I'll tell you, there's little you can do to stop Paul George when he's got his game going. He has the lane to the rim, and you know he's going to finish.
Here's Murray. Up top, Porter. It's hauled in by Zubac. And it's Leonard with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Clippers. And George with the stuff.
Well, you love the tenacity. Paul George cannot be contained when he gets near the 10.
Here's Murray. Got a piece of it. Leonard with the ball. Now guarded by Porter. To the left wing. Back to Leonard. And he makes good on the layup. Leonard's got 5 now.
Yeah, Patrick Beverly making it easy for his teammate to score.
And Kawhi Leonard with a very analytical approach to rest of the game. Studies angles, movement, trying to groove in on perfect mechanics. I mean, he does it all.
Yeah, Kev, that goes back to his favorite high school subject, which was math. And think about how precisely he has built his game. He started at the free throw line, then went to the low post, and now has added the range game. Very analytic approach.
Here's Barton after the Clippers pick up 2. Inside. And they call the foul, so he's got the and 1 chance here to make it a 3-point play.
Sometimes he seems to be indestructible with the finishes he can make. Jokic is a force down low.
The Clippers have gotten all 5 of their shots to go down in the first quarter. Terrific start. Now the pass to Morris. Fires the 3. Rebound by the Nuggets. And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes played, here's Barton. Teams have dynasties, the 90s, Michael Jordan. We've seen it over the many decades. Over the next decade, though, who do you think is going to lead the pack there?
Ooh, that's a great question. You know, with the way Father Time is treating LeBron, you might have to wait and see because he is still playing at such a high level. But, you know, obviously Giannis has got to be on the short list with the Bucks. For me, I really look at Luka in Dallas. I just feel like with Kristaps Porzingis, that duo could just be deadly with how the game is played. But don't sleep on the Celtics with Tatum and Brown and that group that they have with the front office they have. Man, I think the league overall is going to be in great shape moving forward.
It sure seems that way. And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Right.
That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
Denver with a platoon swap here on the floor. And it's George finishing it off.
Making the most of the screen. That's how it's done.
And it's in the perfect spot. Greg frees him up to get all the way to the bucket.
Where was the defense? No fighting through the pick, no rotation. My goodness.
Leonard with the steal. And here we go. Fast break. Beverly's got it. Here's George. And it's George finishing it off.
Well, they weren't going to pass up that chance to get out and run following the steal.
And Morris has got the ball here for the Denver Nuggets. 8-point game. Rivers finds Millsap. Back to Rivers, and it's sent back by Morris.
Well, Marcus Morris, the frame and the length to block shots, that's pretty.
They recover it, and that one is good from Zubac.
Defensively, giving up far too many open rhythm looks.
51 seconds left here in the first quarter, and that's an intentional foul.
You're not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
And it's a completely new group for Los Angeles. Morris into the lane, and the call on the shot sends him to the line.
And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
And Morris drops them both. 44 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Kennard against Rivers. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a three-point play chance here for him.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
Los Angeles shooting their first free throw of the contest.
And last season, as a team, they knocked down 79% of their free throws, so those are numbers you'll be happy with.
Morris with the bucket. 26 seconds left in the first. Jackson against Morris. Jackson dishes to Batum, and he overshot that one, missing. Gordon inside. It's not going to go for him.
Boy, if you're going up against this guy in this close a range, you've got to defend with everything you've got. A tremendous job defensively.
And so it's Los Angeles, ahead by 9. And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen from the Clippers. Guys?
Well, the offense is clicking, and they seem to have seized the momentum here early on.
Boy, it's been a really pretty thing to watch, executing their game plan to perfection.
They've got Kennard. Batum is out there with Ibaka. Then there's Reggie Jackson, and it's man in at the small forward. They're the group out there for the Clippers starting the second quarter.
Well, just terrific timing from the power forward Serge Ibaka. He is a sensational leaper.
Here's Morris. That one's not going to go. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. And Ibaka slams it in.
Great teamwork, punctuated by a strong finish.
Going right to the rim, which is where you want transition opportunities to end.
Here's Morris. It's good for his second make. He's made 2 of 3 so far.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Gotta fight over it as a defender.
You know exactly what that takes. It takes energy, it takes activity, it takes intensity.
McGee against Ibaka. Pass to Kennard. Lock at 6. From downtown, that one's in. His first bucket of the game. He's 1 for 2.
Of the two offenses here tonight, you can tell theirs is just a bit more in sync.
And I think because of that, they've gotten the better looks to start this basketball game.
And it's in there. Morris has got 4 points in the quarter. Clippers leading by 12. Kennard on the wing. Over Rivers. Los Angeles keeps it going. A new 14-second shot clock. The Nuggets have gone 2 of 4 shooting the ball here in the second. Lob pass to Gordon, and then Gordon with the dunk.
Aaron Gordon showing he can jump out of the gym. How about that alley-oop?
Ibaka outside. A 3. Morris with the rebound. The Nuggets trail by 10. Here's Rivers. Had a chance there to cut it to single digits, but it's off target. Man passes to Kennard. Over Gordon. Not watching the line there. That'll be a backcourt violation. We're just over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Morris passes to McGee. The Nuggets moving the ball around. Morris, no good.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
Shots good by Kennard.
Well, after a less than stellar start in the first quarter, you like to see that shot go down.
Morris into the lane, and the shot goes in.
Man, have they been effective at getting the ball inside.
And he's going to get whistled for that foul, G. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
Back to Ibaka. There's the dish to Jackson. For three. Kept alive. Back to Ibaka. From deep. Man can't hit. The Nuggets trail by 11. Here's Barton.
Oh, wow! Young fella. I mean, shades of Vlade Divac there. Jokic is one of the best passing bigs playing in the game today.
Kennard for three. Good on the triple. Kennard's got 9 points in the quarter.
Yeah, they're relying on their three-point shooting and getting pretty good results.
Here's Murray. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Bull the pass to Murray. He kicks the Bull. Pass to Murray. Shot clock at 5. Buries the long-range jumper.
And Murray has such a soft-looking shot, especially from deep where he is just lights out.
Kennard, the pass to Ibaka. And here's Jackson. That's in, and he found his range with that one. Now 1 for 2.
And good to see Jackson finish closer in. Not a guard who just chucks up threes. Can find the creases with that handle.
Porter finds Murray. And it's Murray with the jam.
And love seeing Murray take it strong to the rack. A phenomenal finisher inside.
From deep three-point range, and so it's the Los Angeles Clippers. Thank you, David, and we'll be right back after halftime to start the third quarter.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. Paul George taking care of business in this one. He had 12 points and 1 rebound. And that's a...
And for those of you just tuning in, thanks for being with us. The second half of this game still to play. It's been one outstanding game from George.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
And part of that has to do with his mindset. He has been looking to push the action at every opportunity, and he has been in attack mode all night.
While we've got a moment, let's set the floor. Brought to you by Gatorade All Fueled Up for the second half. So out there for the Nuggets right now, Will Barton is out there with Murray. Then there's Bull. Then it's Michael Porter. And it's Jokic in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Pass to Kennard. To the inside, Ibaka, and he drops in the layup off the glass. Ibaka's got 6. Greg, if you're a small market team, how do you convince stars that you've drafted and developed to stay and re-sign?
It's a great question, Kevin. I actually think in a lot of ways it's easier today because you can be box office. You can be a superstar in a small market and have the name recognition because of the era we play in. And so I think the biggest way to keep them there is to build a championship caliber team around them. I think that is your saving grace. If you can prove to them that you can build a championship caliber team, I don't really think that there is a reason to want to lose.
That's a solid blueprint. The Clippers shooting their second and third shots at the line right here. Both good from the line that time. And so it's Murray with it. He brings it up for the Nuggets. They trail by 9 points. Beyond the arc. The Clippers grab the miss. They're They've led by as many as 14 points.
Another rebound hauled in. They're hitting the glass with a lot of passion.
Zubac kicks to Kennard. Fires for three. The putback. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. And the Clippers lead by 11.
Just in a perfect position to grab that rebound and then get the putback.
Wide open look here for Murray. Knocks down the three ball. He's got 10.
Boy, that's 3 for 4 this half. You like that they're starting with a little bit of extra energy. Nice.
Beverly, the pass to Kennard. Kicks it to Morris. Back to Kennard. Here's Zubac. That one doesn't go. Good defense by Jokic. Here's Barton. A shot off that time. And the Clippers will go the other way with it. Leonard, the pass to Kennard. Shoots the three. Sinks the triple. Kennard's got 5 points now in the quarter.
This is as pure a shooter as there is. You've got to stay connected or it's a problem.
Murray surveying the D. That shot is off, coming up empty for the second time this game. 4 for 6. An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg, I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
Paul George, he's checked in for the Clippers.
Well, you love how Paul George finishes on the drive. That is a powerful dunker right there.
And the foul called on Marcus Morris. That's his first foul. .146 left in the third. Gordon finds Morris. And Zubac with the block. And here we go again. The Clippers on the break. And Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
And how's that for a one-man show? Put this fella on Broadway.
The most magnificent alley-oop we could have seen. And Kawhi Leonard, one of the league's most dominant rebounders, Doris, from the wing position.
Board man gets paid. That was his motto from back in high school and college. It's all about hard work and earning your keep, according to Kawhi.
Gordon dishes to Millsap. To the middle. Leonard with the steal. Here's George. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
To think that at one point, after that horrific leg injury, Paul George, there was some doubt whether he could regain the level of play we're accustomed to. But this guy gets better and better.
And George drops them both. There's a minute left in the third. Outside Millsap. Here's Rivers. He doesn't hit that one. And here's Los Angeles. They're on a 15-5 run here. And Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
There's a real knack for understanding when a guy is uncovered. And Paul George's court awareness on display right there. Beautiful.
And the wide open shot from Morris. And another miss by Denver.
No matter what looks they get, they just can't convert to stop this run.
And I think you can start to feel their frustration mounting. With every missed bucket, it becomes more and more desperate.
Rivers passes to McGee. Kicks it out to Gordon. Up top, Rivers. Defended by Beverly. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Well, January 15th of 2015 provided a special moment in NBA history. Austin Rivers made his debut for the Clippers guys, who were coached, of course, by Doc Rivers. That was the first time in history a father coached his son in an NBA game. What a special, special time.
2 on the clock. Off on that one. And so it's the Los Angeles Clippers out in front by 17 points at the end of the quarter. And a chance right now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
We call that putting it right in the pocket, and he knew what to do with it once it was there.
And there have been two very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. We've got Marcus Morris. Paul George is out there with Patrick Beverley. Then it's Ivica Zubac. And it's Leonard in at the 3 slot. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Clippers. Deep 2 from Beverley. He can't get that one. And it's Denver the other way. A nice shot by Rivers. Rivers has got the first points up on the board here in the 4th for the Nuggets. Now Beverley. And there's the pass to Zubac. The lead pass was put in just the right spot. And the Clippers lead by 17.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Passes to McGee. And here's Morris for 3. The Clippers grab the miss. A 3 from Leonard. Zubac finds Morris. Offensive rebound. Here's Beverley. And it's Monte Morris with the foul. That's his first foul. Denver with a platoon swap here on the floor. Morris outside. Zubac the pass to George. Puts up a 3. Drains the 3-pointer. George has got 19 points.
Well, Paul George just putting on a show right now. He's been around this league for a long time. The confidence is there.
And it's Murray penetrating. And it's Murray with the jam.
Love seeing a point guard who can explode to the rim like that.
Oh, great attitude and even a better finish.
Boy, it's incredible how much explosive scoring ability can come from the lead guard position. That is a big-time play.
And the technical free throw is good.
We are looking at the MVP of the 2014 finals. Can we remember that in that series, Kawhi Leonard shot 60% and he guarded LeBron James?
Shot clock at 6. Here's George. And here's Morris for 3. And Bull pulls it down.
Well, I'll tell you what, he's going to buy himself a ticket to the bench if he keeps shooting it like that. He has been putrid here this quarter.
What a terrific play by just a tremendous all-around player. This guy makes it look easy.
And stolen by Barton. And they're moving it up. And it's Paul George with the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Yeah, that's a tough call right there, and really a tough break for the D.
Floats it up for Jokic. And that one is off.
Well, they've been better than good on the glass today, and there is a glaring discrepancy between these two teams in that area.
Leonard on the wing. The Clippers again turning it over. For those just joining us, 4th quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it. Murray against Beverley. And Murray, here we go. And it's in. Basket number 6 for him thus far. He has only missed 2 shots from the floor.
And the confidence from Murray, just so efficient from the interior.
Beverley for 3. And it's Jokic with the rebound.
Definitely a situation you want to make sure you don't give him too good of a look.
And that's the kind of lead pass we've come to expect from him.
They can burn some clock if they want to.
And get a little breather as well.
Leonard, the pass to Zubac. It's going to be out of bounds. Los Angeles will retain possession.
Active hands from him as he's able to deflect that pass out of bounds.
Well, that's what you call a game of inches. They talk about it in football. We see it right there.
2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
The best scorers in the game have the ability to get to the free throw line. Kawhi Leonard lives there.
Good on both. The Nuggets trail by 15. Here's Barton. And Barton throws it down.
And not just a scorer, but a distributor as well. Porter's court awareness is really impressive.
Barton against George. Pass to Zubac, and stolen by Barton. And here we go. Fast break. Murray's got it, and he gets contact and the whistle on the shot. 2 shots coming up.
And when Jokic gets rolling, all 250 pounds of him, he's a load to try to stop off the bounce.
And he makes the first. And Jokic drops them both. 1:10 left in the fourth quarter of this one.
And it looks like just playing the last bit of this one out in what should be a nice win here for the Clippers.
Great, generous ball movement tonight. A thing of beauty.
Yeah, a remarkable team effort. They got everyone involved.
See, I don't think you can teach that. Paul George going right into contact. You love that aggressiveness.
The first free throw is good. And both free throws good for Paul George. And so it's Jokic with the ball. He brings it up for the Nuggets. It's a 13-point game. Murray against Beverly. Barton kicks to Porter. A three-pointer off the mark. One item that stood out, their ball movement.
Things are definitely clicking, and more importantly, it makes it really hard to defend. Convincing lead with very little time remaining, and the fans are pumped.
Well, they're getting ready to celebrate, no doubt. They know it's theirs to lose at this point.
For 3, Murray. A putback. It's good on the putback.
Such a savvy player. Love watching Jokic battle for positioning on the offensive glass.
2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. And stolen by Murray. And now the Nuggets. Fast break. There's the 3. They get it back. Jokic kicks to Murray. That's in, coming off the assist from Jokic.
And with Murray, you have an all-around scorer, someone who feels comfortable shooting from just about any spot on the court.
So it's Los Angeles winning this one easily. Some good competition. Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that's going to do it tonight. The Margaret Hunt Hill Bridge. We are near.
Hey, Kevin.
It might indeed, David. Well said. Thank you for that report. Now the starting group for the Denver Nuggets. Jokic is out there at Bowl. Then there's Murray. Then it's Will Barton. And it's Porter in at the small forward spot. And for Dallas, Doncic out there with Burke. Then there's Marjanovic. And there's Porzingis. And it's Finney-Smith in at the 3, the small forward. Now here's Marjanovic. Some nice passing here by Dallas. 6 on the shot clock. Yep, it counts. And Brent, these teams boasting great depth. Many feel that's a hallmark of a great front office.
You go back and you look, Kevin, at some of the teams that have made deep playoff runs or eventually won the championships. That tinkering about bringing in a veteran or just one piece to make that next step for that one matchup or that one series. Finding contributions like that up and down the roster, absolutely, that can make a difference.
Finney-Smith kicks to Burke. Porzingis with the ball. Now Bowl defending. Finney-Smith passes to Porzingis. A three-pointer is right on target. Porzingis has got 5 now.
Yeah, I don't think you have to tell Porzingis twice to take shots like that. Once the ball's in his hands, he's looking to the rim.
Here's Murray, and it's Murray with the jam.
And credit the screen for giving him the space he needed to get to the rim.
For sure, GA allows him to come in with the sledgehammer.
Yeah, why settle for the layup when you can attack the rim and rise up like that?
Porzingis lays it up and banks it in. He's got 7.
Porzingis playing with some heart now, never giving up or into the defense, muscling through that difficult shot.
Now coming into the league with immense potential, Porzingis has already fulfilled much of it, already an all-star. But you know, Greg, there are still areas he's working on.
Yeah, he's definitely getting stronger and more physical. You'd like to see him make the next pass a little more often when a teammate has a better shot. But if he can just stay healthy, boy, the sky's the limit on what he can accomplish.
Now, here's Doncic following the miss by Jokic. And Doncic gets it to go.
Now, they can't miss. 4 for 4 and warming up the burners.
Passes it to Murray. And here's Jokic. Here's Murray. Pass to Jokic. And Jokic throws it down.
Now, sometimes there's passes and then there's precision passes. Murray with one of those there.
And we have an intentional foul there, GA. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
Denver with a platoon swap here on the floor. Now, here's Burke. Makes it off the glass. The Nuggets trail by 7. Morris outside to the paint. Here's Gordon. It's rebounded by Doncic.
Well, that's a shot they want just about on every possession if they can get it. He doesn't make them all, but still very much a high percentage look.
At this point, I don't know what you can do to slow this team down.
well, nothing that they're doing seems to be making an impact. And there are some nights where you just run out of options, whether it's by personnel or by tactic.
And the slam dunk by McGee.
Not getting old here, seeing him make that lead pass with perfect timing.
Doncic passes to Burke. Now here's Porzingis. Down low. Here's Marjanovic. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
And here is Morris. No points in the game yet for him. To the inside. Doncic with the steal. And that one's good. Burke.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
Now here is Morris. It's rebounded by Doncic. Here are the Mavericks now. They're on a 17-6 run. And the whistle blows as the basket counts and a three-point play chance right here. One free throw coming up.
I like their focus coming in. Terrific execution so far.
Well, if there were 4 or 5 boxes to check in terms of the game plan tonight, they might have checked 6. I mean, they're doing everything out there.
Looking at who's out there now for the Mavericks. Powell, he's checked in for Marjanovic. Coley Stein comes in for Porzingis. Tim Hardaway Jr.'s checked in for Dorian Finney-Smith. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Luka Doncic. Now here's Gordon for 3. Millsap. Rebounded by Hardaway. It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Brunson kicks to Burke. Powell, the pass to Coley Stein. Some nice passing here by Dallas. Brunson, no good. And it's Gordon with the ball. He brings it up for the Nuggets. They trail by 14. And they pick up 2.
Aggressive move off the dribble. You could see the confidence growing right now for Austin Rivers.
Here's Burke. And after just 1 quarter of play, a double-digit differential on the scoreboard. Mavericks lead by 12. And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And guys, we've seen a confident-looking Mavericks team out there.
Hey, why take jump shots when you can get your points at the rim?
Yeah, that worked wonders for them in the quarter. We'll see what kind of adjustments get made.
They've got Coley Stein, Jalen Brunson out there with Josh Richardson. Then there's Tim Hardaway Jr. And it's Powell in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. That's the lineup in the game for Dallas. Brunson with it. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Coley Stein finds Brunson. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
For Dallas, they have shot just 1 free throw earlier. 1 for 1 in the game. There's the pass to Millsap. The shot comes out, so the Mavericks will take it the other way. Coley Stein goes in, and he gets it to go.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Morris against Brunson. That shot is off. Mavericks leading by 15. It's deflected. Stolen by McGee. To the middle. Here's Millsap, and Millsap slams it in.
I like that. Staying alert. Rivers keeping his head up to find the open man.
And for the Mavericks, they're shooting a mind-boggling 79% off the floor. Pass to Hardaway. The 3. It's hauled in by Gordon.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Morris. The Mavericks pull it in. And it's the Mavericks on the break. Coley Stein kicks to Brunson. From deep, Richardson. It's hauled in by Gordon. The Nuggets trail by 13. It's Millsap with the drive. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
The
Greg, with your son getting drafted, you joined the ranks of some historic NBA father-son duo.
You know, I got the opportunity to play with Arvydas Sabonis in Portland, and remember DeMontis as a little kid.
No
and now
kidding.
He's an all-star last year. You know, I think you're going to have an influx of that in the coming years. Dwayne Wade's son is a terrific player. We know about LeBron's son's ability. He's possibly heading to the league one day. You just never know. I'm as a dad, it's going to get the opportunity to watch his son play, excited, but I think you're going to see more of this in the future.
Cole and Greg Anthony. I like the way that sounds. Passes it to Jokic. Shoots over Marjanovic, and he can't bank that one in. Now here's Burke. He's covered by Murray, and that one's good. Burke.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
3 minutes of action so far in the second quarter. Murray against Doncic. Here's Bull, and that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. It's on Porzingis.
Yeah, Bull with the unique combination of height and skill. That's a challenge for any defender. Yeah, in this quarter, they've had the right approach, driving and drawing, initiating contact, create opportunities, get to the line.
Marjanovic passes to Burke. Takes the 3. That one doesn't drop. And the Nuggets going the other way.
You dig down deep at some of the numbers. Jokic is a much better defender than what he gets credit for. I think we always think about athleticism around rim protection, but sometimes it's just about size and...
And now, yep, this will be a coach's challenge. We thought that might happen, triggering a review of the personal foul.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving at, and how fast the action really is, and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
And finished off by Porter.
Well, Will Barton, always going full speed, that time finds a bullet pass to a teammate.
Brunson with it. Now guarded by Porter. Hardaway passes to Brunson. Wants to get it to Powell, and does. And he comes up with the deuce. Powell's got his first bucket in this one.
Yeah, that's the 3rd bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle.
Porter against Hardaway. Pass to Jokic. Good ball movement here by the Nuggets. Cauley Stein grabs the ball. Mavericks leading by 11. Here's Richardson. It doesn't go for him. Barton with some nice D. Hardaway against Porter. That's basket number 2 with his 3rd shot off to a fast 2 for 3.
And I like the fact that he really was unfazed by that scoreless first quarter. And now you can see him getting into a rhythm.
Brunson kicks to Powell. From the wing, it's hauled in by Jokic.
That's exactly how you have to defend him. He's a guy that the D needs to be aware of at all times.
Pass break, Dallas for the finish, and then Hardaway with the dunk.
Woo, Tim Hardaway Jr. up and at it that time.
Here's Murray, and he banks in the layup. Murray's got his 2nd bucket of the game to go.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
All right, Dave, thank you. And time now for the halftime break with the 3rd quarter suit.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back. Right out of the gates, it was Dallas setting the tone. Tenacious on both ends of the floor. And that'll...
And if you're just joining us in this one, first half is in the books. 1 half to go. And so it's Porter bringing it up now for the Nuggets. 9-point game. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the second half of basketball. So on the floor for Denver, we've got Murray. Cole is out there with Jokic. Then it's Will Barton, and it's Porter in at the 3 slot. Richardson attacking. And the call up against Jokic. That'll be his second foul of the game. Here's Brunson. Richardson dishes to Powell. Back to Richardson. From the top of the key, he buries it. And the Mavericks lead by 9.
And really keeping the ball hopping around here offensively.
Now the pass to Bull. Back to Murray. No good on that one. And it's Dallas the other way. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points.
And a 5-star recruit coming out of high school. Powell had an excellent college career, yet he fell to the second round of the draft. Didn't even hear his name called as he was selected during a commercial break.
And GA, even when he did arrive to the NBA, it took Powell a while to latch on.
You know, traded a couple times in his first year. He was assigned and recalled 10 times in about a month with Boston's D-League affiliate. Finally found a home in Dallas. Everything turned around from that point forward.
And it's a completely new group on the floor for the Mavericks. Doncic finds Burke. No good on the triple.
Ooh, he missed an easy chance to put some points on the board. He won't get a much better look at that kind of shot again here probably tonight. The third quarter has not started well, just 1 of 4.
Traditionally, that's how you want to finish the break, right at the rim.
Yeah, anything other than a layup in that situation, probably disappointing. Had numbers, took advantage.
Murray surveying the D, and it's Murray with the jam.
And Murray showing some smarts right there, some good patience in that pick and roll.
An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg, I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
And Doncic gets it to go.
Okay, good game plan. Start the second half, 3 of 4 so far from the field.
Millsap kicks to Rivers. Pass to Millsap. Morris against Doncic. Down to 5 on the shot clock. No good with the layup. Dallas leading by 9. Passes it to Porzingis. And he uses the glass on the layup. Porzingis has got 9.
And we're seeing some great ball movement out of this group, guys.
For Denver, they've gone 2 of 6 from the field here in the third. Morris passes to Millsap and blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. Here's Burke. Gets it to drop, and now he's shooting at a 5 for 8 clip. Greg, you were a physical, defensive-minded player. What are your thoughts on how closely the game is called now as opposed to when you played?
It is, Kevin, and yeah, some people like the physicality of the era I played in, but, you know, I like the beauty of the game with the spacing and the freedom of movement, and I think that's one reason why you see so much switching. It's hard to fight through screens without fouling, and ball handlers have become experts at drawing contact, even if it's, you know, incidental. And I think that's just an area where the game has changed so much that that ability to play in space is so vital.
Up again, controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. Marjanovic has got 4 points now in the quarter.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Well, at 6'8", Millsap is still a threat to get up in the air and get those down.
Back to Brunson. Lets it go from deep. And then Hardaway with the dunk.
That is a product of pure effort, guys.
I agree, and that's nothing new coming from him, GA. He loves going to work on the rebounding, going to work on the board.
Stick with fundamentals there. Shot goes up, box out, or he'll destroy you. And this feels like it's snowballed a little bit on them. The more he tries to shoot his way out of this slump, the worse it seems to get. They need him to get it together.
Brunson with a clean look. It's hauled in by Gordon. Gordon's got 4 rebounds in this game. Rivers can't get it to go. And here's Brunson. He'll bring it up for Dallas. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. Here's Cauley Stein. Hardaway kicks to Richardson. Rebounded by McGee. Here's Gordon. And it's Gordon finishing it off.
And we all know Gordon isn't just going to lay it up. He's going for the throwdown every time.
Richardson for 3, and that's it for the third quarter. Both teams scoring well as we head to the fourth. The Mavericks on top. And with 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this fourth period holds in store for us. Here's Brunson. Cauley Stein is out there with Dwight Powell. Then it's Josh Richardson. Then it's Jalen Brunson. And it's Hardaway in at the 3. That's the lineup out there for the Mavericks. Brunson, no good.
Not great numbers, but great effort in this one. Sounds funny, but I think he's been a positive for them.
And the shot is good. The Maverick lead has been cut down now to just 7 on the basket from Rivers. And he's going to get whistled for that foul, G. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
And that one's good. Doncic.
And with good length and athleticism, Doncic not only gets to the rim, but boy, can he finish.
Barton right side. And Barton throws it down.
Yeah, he just punched the ticket on that one. That'll get the job done.
Powerful two-hand jam. Burke finds Doncic. It's good. The assist that time from Burke. And the Mavericks lead by 9.
This looks like he's got more feel tonight. Like he's really got a good grip on that ball as he's letting it go.
Murray against Doncic. Banked in off the glass.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
Mavericks leading by 7. Doncic looking it over. Here's Porzingis. Again, the Mavericks score.
And how pretty is that shot for Porzingis? A nice release point and so soft coming off the fingertips.
Here's Murray. He's off on that one. Nice D from Doncic. The Mavericks have gone 3 of 4 in field goal attempts since getting things started here in the fourth. And an intentional foul right there. Dwight Powell's checked in for Marjanovic. Last quarter of play, about 2 minutes in now. Here's Finney-Smith, guarded by Porter. And it's Doncic missing. The Nuggets trail by 9. Here's Barton. It's good. Barton's got 4 points in the quarter.
I don't know what's happening defensively, but they're not putting up any resistance.
Doncic outside from downtown. Denver grabs the miss. Jokic has got his 6th rebound on the night. Here's Barton. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
6'6", 175. That's one wily athlete. Will Barton, tough to guard, given his height and his speed.
Tim Hardaway Jr.'s checked in for Dallas. Josh Richardson comes in for Burke.
Nice work there. This is a point in the game where if you get a chance to close the gap, you've got to make the most of it.
Powell finds Hardaway. Right side, Porzingis. Inside. Out to Hardaway. 6 to shoot. And it goes out of bounds. And last touch by Barton. And we're about 3 minutes into the fourth quarter. 2 on the clock. Doncic. And it's Jokic with the rebound. Jokic has got his 7th rebound here tonight. Here's Bol. Hits the layup after the sweet pump fake to freeze the D.
Showing he can step up when the team needs him. Bowl there with a big basket.
The drive by Doncic. And the dunk by Doncic.
How about the poise from Doncic right there? He ups the ante when it's a critical possession here in the game.
Time call here. The Nuggets decide to talk it over. They trail by 5. A minute 42 left in the fourth quarter. And now, a moment to present the New Balance Player of the Game, Luka Doncic.
And the shooting percentage, how about all the way in the 60s, shows how deadly he can be when he's feeling it. And as locked in as he was, they were trying to feed him as much as possible. But he never got out of control. I mean, he kept his head and just stayed patient.
Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Hey, guys, when Mike Malone talked to his team during that last time out, he said, we're too concerned with their shooters right now. We've got to close off the inside. They are gutting us. He pleaded with his guys. Come on, let's take a stand. Kevin?
Thanks, David.
How about Murray stepping up, poised for this young player?
A different look for Dallas. Marjanovic checked in for Dwight Powell. Dorian Finney-Smith comes in for Tim Hardaway Jr. And it's Burke in for Josh Richardson. They throw good Murray.
You might want to think twice before sending him to the line again. He gets locked in when the game gets close.
Doncic passes to Marjanovic. And foul on the... And here we go. A coach's challenge has been initiated. We'll have to now review the personal foul in question.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 4-point ball game.
Perfect from the line. It's now a 2-possession game.
Murray outside.
That is world class.
Love seeing that there. A huge possession, and he nets it.
They'll be trying to take as much time off the clock as they can.
Exactly. Expect to see longer possessions from this point on.
5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. Now, here's Doncic. Out to the right wing. Here's Finney-Smith. And too long on the shot. Denver calls timeout. They're down by 2. Just 4 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Guys, what's your take?
I don't think they should be greedy here and think about a triple. With this much time left, I'd attack the basket, get a high percentage shot in tight, and take my chances in overtime.
And Jokic throws it down hard.
Look, Jokic continues to get confidence. He is becoming that guy for this team.
And the Mavericks call time here. The score is tied at 59. 1 second left in the fourth quarter. Here's Doncic. Oh, he had a chance to win it right there, but couldn't get it to fall. And that's going to do it for regular. These teams have battled tooth and nail for 4 quarters, and now we head to overtime. Should be a blast. So the Nuggets win the tip. And always a good ride in these post-regulation battles. This overtime now looking to be an exciting one. All fueled up and ready to go to overtime basketball here, brought to us by Gatorade. Let's check out who's on the floor. Taking a look at the Nuggets. Bill Barton is out there with Murray. Then it's Michael Porter. And it's Nikola Jokic. And it's Bull in at the 4.
More good work on the glass there. When it's all said and done, I think rebounding might tell the story in this game.
Outside for Murray. And oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. Here's Richardson. A slam dunk by Richardson.
And Richardson under complete control right there. Doesn't matter if it's first shot or last shot, he's a gamer.
And they go to the intentional foul. And the Mavericks with some changes. Dorian Finney-Smith's checked in for Tim Hardaway Jr. And Trey Burke subbed in for Josh Richardson. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. The first one falls.
And Michael Porter Jr. being drafted was a bit of a high risk, high reward due to the fact that physically he needed to come a long way to be consistent in the NBA. We may be seeing signs that it's going to pay off with huge dividends. Porzingis wanting it and gets it.
Here's Barton. Count it! And he'll have a chance for a three-point play. It's on Luka Doncic.
Nice work from Will Barton that time. What a big bucket from a big-time player.
Yeah, big play on the front end to finish, despite getting hacked there, and big on the back end to hit the free throw.
Doncic outside. Five to shoot. Count that one. Doncic has got 20.
And it just seems when Doncic turns it on, it's a sight to see. Incredible at scoring in a variety of ways.
And it's Murray with the jam.
Big hops from the backcourt.
Oh, absolutely. And maybe just what they need to get this game, GA, going in their direction.
Defense has got to be better. Flat out effort was not there.
Reclines Doncic. Outside, Porzingis. Burke, the pass to Marjanovic. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
And he does get the second one. And that gives them the lead.
Big trip to the line. He did not get all of them, but at least they hold the lead now.
Here's Murray. And the rejection by Marjanovic. To the middle. Here's Burke. It's blocked.
All about timing. Will Barton, great job of seeking that one out and throwing it away.
And Porter, here we go. Outside for Murray. Back to Porter. Here's Bull. Money!
Oh, yeah, he put some anger behind that one.
You're telling me. This is a huge possession.
And this is where all the hard work pays off. You have to be able to execute under pressure.
Here's Doncic. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
Incredible. Doncic decides he wants to take over, and that's his personality. He comes up with the goods on that one.
Catching up on the changes for Dallas. Dwight Powell's checked in for Marjanovic. Hardaway comes in for Dorian Finney-Smith. And it's Richardson in for Trey Burke.
Ice in the veins right there. They're one stop away from winning this one.
Barton outside. Jokic inside. Here's Bull. Oh, wow, a huge basket to tie the game.
Well, a big man who can really dish it out. Jokic really reliable, setting up his teammates.
And so the timeout here taken by Rick Carlisle. Here's Doncic. Yes!
The defense tried, but Doncic gets through. Luka able to put a smooth release on the shot despite the contact.
So it's an narrow victory for the Mavericks, pulling out the W. And to sprint, David, thank you as always. And that about wraps it up.